word in television game shows, the all-new Crosswits. Today's special guest stars from Three's Company, Freeze the Crowd, and It's a Living, Richard Kline. Currently starring in the series Small Wonder, comic actress Edie McClurg. Grammy Award singer and composer Stephen Bishop. And talent comedian Lois Bromfield. Today, one of our contestants can win one of these three fabulous cars and a vacation of a lifetime to the Caribbean on the all-new Crosswits. Here to help us figure it all out is our host, David Bart.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Crosswits. And let's try something new. Let's orchestrate this. 1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody.
Hello, David.
Very nice. We have Richard Kline, Edie McClurg, Stephen Bishop. Your musical influence is definitely amongst us, and Lois Bromfield. Welcome to the show. We'll catch up with you guys very shortly. But first, let us get up close and personal to our contestants. And we have over here Gary Jochimson, who is from Texas. And you are an actor.
That's right, yeah. I've been on a few things, and maybe if you're lucky, you'll see me popping up in the new season.
Hopefully you can get rid of that sign that says unemployed actor. Next season. We'll look for you, and good luck to you, Gary. And now over to Nancy Scherer, who is a gourmet cook and a pre-med student.
I cook in the summer, and I do pre-med in the fall.
And let me guess, your name is Dr. Chef Boyardee, or is it Chef Doctor?
We're working on it.
Welcome to the show, and good luck to you. Now, as you know, before we get started with the game, here is how we play. Michelle?
David, you'll be given clues to words in a crossword puzzle, all of which add up to a person, place, a thing. Answering the clues correctly gives you control of the game, and the letters in these answers are worth points. Stars can help with the crossword answers, but only the contestant can solve the puzzle for bonus points.
And let us see the first puzzle. We are looking for a person on this puzzle, and it is not necessarily a proper name that we're looking for. I stumbled a little bit on that. I am sorry. And Nancy Scherer, we are going to start with you and Stephen, so go ahead and pick a word.
One across, please.
They get chimpanzees excited. Stephen?
Zookeepers. No, zookeepers and bottles and peanuts.
Too late. Too late. I'm sorry. That's not it. Nancy?
Bananas?
Yeah, sure. Bananas. Very good. You're off to a quick start.
We need 4 across.
4 across. This goes to Lois. First, the Indians sold it, then the Muppets took it.
That's exactly what they did. First the Indians sold it, then the Muppets took it.
Nancy.
Louisiana?
No, that's not what we were looking for. Gary, a stroke of luck for you. We are over to you, and with Richard Kline, who's rubbing his hands together.
I just think that's a clue he might know it, so I'll go 4 across.
4 across. Richard.
Yes?
First, the Indians sold it, then the Muppets took it.
Aha. We're talking about an island and a movie. Manhattan?
Yes, of course. Gary, you now are going to have the opportunity to work with Edie.
Okay, let's go with a couple of short ones and add up here. Let's go with 3 down.
All right. Big Daddy Warbucks took care of her.
Oh, Earth says Sandy. Annie.
Yes, Annie.
Tomorrow.
Gary, I don't have to remind you we're playing for 5 points per letter, and I was trying to say before we are looking for a person, not necessarily a proper name, although it could be. And with that, we can go to Richard Kline, or you can solve the puzzle.
I think we'll have to go to Richard because I can't solve it.
Well, that's fine.
5 down.
5 down. Carnegie is a big one.
Oh, see, I know some people went to Carnegie Tech, but that's not the answer, because I know that the answer is Monty Hall.
Hall is right. Gary?
Okay, I think we'll just try to go ahead and solve this.
Solve the puzzle?
Yes.
All right.
Woody Allen?
The solution is Woody Allen. Yes. Very good. Now let's take a look at the other clues. 2 down was neurotic, and 6 across was comic, et cetera, yes, of course, it all spells Woody Allen, doesn't it? Congratulations, you just won that game. Now, the score is 140 points for Gary, and we have 35 points for Nancy. Very good. Remember, the person with the most points at the end of 3 games is the one who will go on for a chance at the dream trip of a lifetime, plus a shot at a car. So, We'll get back to all this fun in just 1 minute after a short timeout. Gary, you have 140 points and 35 points for Nancy, which isn't really much of a separation. You'll have plenty of time to do some catching up. Nancy will be playing for 5 points per letter again. But first, before we get into game 2, let's talk to Richard Kline.
Chat, Dave.
You are hard at work with a friend of yours, as I
Yes.
understand, a partner, and are you working on something to
Yes,
star
we're
in?
writing together, a friend of mine, fellow actor, and we're writing a television pilot, hopefully which will be sold for the coming mid-season.
Yes, I have done a few pilots myself, and you're up against the wall trying to sell these things, but I am sure with
It's
your
tough.
talent that you'll do very well.
Who knows? I
Good
got my
luck to
fingers
you.
crossed. Thank you, Dave.
Edie, I hear you do a wonderful impression of Julia Child, and in honor of our gourmet friend up there, Nancy...
Oh, yes. Nancy, of course, is a lovely cook. She makes a lovely terrine de canard frisée. And yes, you can have that with the booze or without the booze. I prefer it with the booze. And bon appetit.
And a cooking show is obviously in your future. Well, all right, that was fun to do. Now let's get on with our game. Taking a look at game 2, we are looking for a thing. And Nancy, because you're just a little tiny bit behind, we're going to give you a shot at starting first, and you're going with Stephen Bishop. Give him a word.
Okay, we need some big points. Number 2, cross.
Stephen, it can come between you and your cigarette.
Smoking. Air. Smoking.
And Nancy?
It's got to be filter.
It is filter. Yes.
One down, please. One down.
And one down goes to Lois. A dance many teenagers do on the floor.
Dancing teams do on the floor. What's it called? What's that dancing called?
Nancy, once again.
Oh, God.
She doesn't have an answer, so Gary, it's over to you.
Well, I think my teammate here knows that one, so we'll take one down also.
One down, and this goes to Edie. And Edie, you want me to repeat the clue? A dance
Please.
many teenagers do on the floor.
Well, they're not in the mood to fix many things. In fact, they're in the mood to break a lot of
Aren't
things.
you clever? Yes, indeed. Break is correct. Gary?
Okay, I got a clue on number 1 across, so we'll go with that.
Jumping, baked, and chili what? Richard?
Jumping, baked, and chili what? Jumping, baked, and chili what? Jumping, baked, and chili what? Beans.
Beans is correct. Gary?
I don't have a clue yet, so let's go 3 across.
That's what you do when you don't have a clue. Good idea. All right. Women sometimes jump out of them, Edie.
They jump out of their pantyhose. They jump out of their skin. They jump...
Gary, can you help?
Yeah, cakes.
Yes, you sure can. That's right. Good for you. All right, you got a couple left up there. Do you want to go with words, or do you want to go with the solution
I
to the
still don't know
puzzle?
solution, so let's try that 3 down.
Richard,
Sir.
some people get a loving one.
Oh, beans, cakes, filters, break. A loving cup.
And you are in time. Yeah, we can accept that. Gary, 4 across or solution to the puzzle? It's a thing.
I still got to go with 4 across, 'cause I don't know what it is.
All right, Edie, the kind of teacher that might be missing one finger.
A shop teacher.
Yes, shop teacher is correct. Gary, lest you didn't know, you look up there. There are no words left, so you have to go with the solution. It's a thing.
Well, I finally figured it out. Coffee.
For 50 points, the solution is coffee. Yes. Now let's take a look at the puzzle. Beans, filter, break, cakes, etc., etc. Of course, that all adds up to coffee. And the score is 300 for you, Gary, and 65 for you, Nancy. You've got a little bit of catching up to do. We'll give you that opportunity in just 1 second. Remember, the person with the most points at the end of 3 games is the one who goes on for the big trip and a shot at the car. And we'll give you a chance to get going on that one when we return.